Hello everyone, this is Edgar with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and today I'll be showing you how to replace your power board on your Beats Solo 4s. And the tools you need is a Phillips 2.0 screwdriver, prying tool, and this is optional. I use this because I got big hands and the wires are very small, like my hand is as big as the headphones. So I use tweezers to pull everything off, and you will need a soldering iron as well at 500 degrees Celsius. Everything you see here that I've just shown you is in the description and or on our website. So let's get started. The right side will be, power board will be located on the right side, which is right here. The right side is usually indicated, I think, on most headphones with the charger port side, or you can see that says left side, so you know it's the right side. Now, well, actually, we don't need to even unscrew that. When prying open top panel, you should hear a little click, and you go in this 4 points of entry. And as you slide your prying tool like this, you'll feel there's no entry, and then it just slides in. That means you're at a point of entry. Boom, pop that open. Once you pop all four sides open like that, come in here and up, down, nice and easy, not too much pressure, and it should just pop out on its own like that. There's one screw, and then there's two wires to unsolder, and then you got the main internal wire right here. There's a lot of glue here. Best thing to do would be to use a heat gun, but you can do this without a heat gun as well. And all you need is your tweezers and a little pressure. You want to pry off this glue. If you want to make the process a lot easier, you could just unscrew this. This is what I usually do, just so this doesn't get in the way. Actually, you need to unscrew that either way because this is attached there. We're not taking off the power button. But back to here. You just want to keep prying at this glue here. It will get a little bit of the glue off. Still a lot here, so you want to nice and slowly keep prying at it. Looks like the glue used on the Solo 4s is a lot more difficult to remove than the glue used on the Solo 3s. So this is a little bit late in the video, but I'm going to mention it. You also need a heat gun or something with heat. You can use a hair dryer or a hair blower. I think hair dryer. There's a little bit of heat in there, but if you're using heat, you want to remove the battery first, just so you don't heat up the battery. You can remove your battery and use the heat. I'm using at 200 degrees Celsius, not too hot. Once you got some heat blowing on it, it should be easier like this. You just pry it all off like that within seconds, which is very nice. Then you can unclip your main wire, and then the same with the speaker wire or the charger port wire. There's a little bit of glue on there. You could use a flathead, I think would be easy, but if you have a heat gun to make it even easier, heat it up for a little bit, and you're able to just pop it off with ease. So if you're using a hair dryer, it's actually pretty easy with a little bit of heat. Pop this off. Next, you want to use your soldering iron at 500 degrees Celsius, and you want to unsolder these two wires. The reason we do 500 is because it takes about less than a second on the point for you to be able to remove the wires. And you could use lower so you don't risk messing up the power board, but you don't want to hold onto the point too long. You got one screw here. Pop that screw off, pull off your power board. That's how the power board looks. Throw that one out, grab your new one, place it back on these two pins. Pin number one is right here. I don't know if you can see right there. Pin number two is right there. You want to pop those back on. Once it's sitting in those pins, you can hold it down just so it stays in there and doesn't come off the points. If you screw it and it's not on the pins, you will break the pins. Just screw down, perfect. Want to solder the wires back on. Get the soldering out the way. Just make sure you remember what color goes on what side, because with the charger port, if you put the wrong color on the wrong side, your charger port will start burning. And I've learned that the hard way, but that's repairing things. You learn the hard way. Perfect, that's on there. Beautiful. You can push this wire underneath the power board to the main internal wire. Once that's underneath there, this should be more flush. Put this in there, just like that. Get your battery. Also clip that back in. You want the wire to sit like this, so make sure coil it a little bit. Boom. If the power board or battery is not sticking, you want to put a little piece of tape on there, or no super glue, no glue, just a little bit of double-sided tape will hold it down well. You don't want the battery moving too much. Once that's done, you want to place power button back on your outside panel, just like that. You'll see a hole and a divot. You want the hole to go on this pin on the left side, and you want the divot to go on the right side. Then you want to place your cover back on. Screw this back down, and just like on the other side, if you watch any of our videos, first want to start with the outside panel laying on top of the hinge. Make sure wire's nice and coiled. Put one side panel flush together like this, and you'll notice because there's two gaps on each side, and then this side will have a big gap, but that's easy. All you gotta do is squeeze, clicks into place, move it a couple times, get a nice little stroke, and if it sounds like that means nothing's in the way, and if it's easy to pull, you're good to go. Then you just squeeze, 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 squeeze. make sure everything's nice and flush. And that's how you replace your power board on your Beats Solo 4s. If you have any more questions or any questions, feel free, comment down below. Let me know if I did a good job, and a little pat on your back. You did a good repair. Have one for the rest of your day.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you guys love what we do, please support us. You guys can click on the links that we have on the end screen. You guys can buy our parts, sales, or service so we can continue to make great videos for you guys for many more years. Thank you.